Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Break It Dawn.
Exactly.
Before we progress with the Tieflings and their party, I do want to return and try and steal the sacred idol. And I have a plan. Actually, I have two plans. But I need to check one thing before trying one of them. I don't want to accidentally destroy it. Can I click on this? Oh, it's for sitting.
Trust no one. Yes, let's. Into the shadows.
Okay, so it doesn't have hit points. I should be able to safely shoot this without destroying it.
You damaged something that wasn't yours. You sense trouble brewing.
Alright, so it wasn't a good plan. Apologies. I meant no harm.
You managed to calm the situation down, though next time it may not be so simple.
Alright, plan B.
Don't linger.
Alright, does not cover as much as I was hoping.
Someone to, oh, it's still in my head.
Yeah, he's gonna loop back around this way to where they can see him.
He will bring us balance.
Over here.
I think we need a proper darkness spell. Which Gale might have a scroll of.
Making me sweat.
What path lies before me?
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step. Of course. May you keep balance.
Yeah, I swore that somebody sold a scroll of darkness. I just don't remember who. I doubt she does.
If we get separated or need to break camp fast, remember, find the river and follow it downstream.
Well, before we go to camp and trigger this event with the Tieflings, let's go over here and check out this hidden goblin stash. I'm pretty sure we found a scroll of darkness at some point, and I probably gave it to Gale. What was this guy doing here?
Go on. More of us inside.
I don't think that there are. Have you been inside recently? Alright, so there's a stash here somewhere. Let's see. Who needs perception anyway? A lot of good stuff here. We got Fleet Fingers. Grants running jump. Once per turn, after the wearer dashes or takes a similar action, they can jump without using a bonus action. Plain leather with a faint but unmistakable buzz, as if eager to put idle hands to work. So looks like the quest for Kaga disappeared. Where's it at? I wonder if it's down here. Oh, saying it's complete up here. Well, I guess I'll return to camp and see what happens with the Tieflings.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
What can I do you for?
Really? Really? Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Whatever makes you happy.
Go ahead. I'm listening. With pleasure. Lead on.
Okay, I have a couple things for him, I think. Yeah, I wish the search function... Oh, here we go. That looks very nice. Oh, it doesn't have one. Well, I know we've seen one somewhere. It's just a matter of finding it. Well, so be it.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
All right.
That's the spirit.
Give him some equipment real quick. I've got Sorrow, which should be an upgrade for him. The +1 versus a not +1. He's wearing just regular padded armor. We have an upgrade for him. That's medium. He's not proficient with medium armor, right? thought we had a set of light armor. Yeah, this. Though it is for a bard. I don't know what he has equipped. That's actually pretty handy. Guess we can equip those for now. Oh, also, I want to give these other boots to Gale. That's what I was thinking about off camera. The water sparkers. Oh, this should be on Shadowheart as well. That's right, I'll just click here. Thing's medium. We'll keep that for now. Yeah, the Whispering Promise. When you heal a creature, you gain a plus 1d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws for 2 turns. Actually, it might be better on my Paladin. It's a bit... Yeah, it's like a mini Bless. But she's more likely to heal in combat than he is. Even though he does have Lay on Hands.
I've got a long road
Alright.
ahead.
Well met.
I wish it was easier to swap
Are
companions
you
in
sure?
camp.
The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
Go ahead. I'm listening. With pleasure. Lead on.
Okay, so my plan with Gale is to have him equipped with the water sparkers, and he also has the rain dancer, which can create water. And what he can do is create water on himself. He'll just stand in it, electrify the water that's around him, and hopefully that'll keep melee enemies at bay and not likely to attack him. He set up his own little defensive circle.
What to do?
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
But what I could also do is give the water sparkers to someone like my Paladin,
Best be on my
then
way.
have him create water on top of them, and do the same thing.
Hey, Aces.
Alright, let's do a long rest.
You're handsome.
Have a drink. I'm fine. Loosen up, Icaron. No, no, an Albert.
Okay.
Toddlers
We'll talk to everybody.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
Yeah, we survived. That's always worth celebrating.
Not everyone. We lost people, and it's like they don't even care. But I care. And I won't drink myself into a stupor to change that. I won't be nursing their pounding heads and sick stomachs in the morning.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Fate
spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Yeah, whatever you say, Jurgle.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and
Behold!
What do you have for sale? Yeah, we'll give him a round of applause.
adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Spicy. Look at them. How happy they are. We did that.
How about the three of you? Having fun?
Yeah. Don't tell Roland, but his magic show might be the highlight. He's been doing them since we were little. He'll make it big in Baldur's Gate. I know it.
Oh, that sounds like it's setting up for a tragedy.
Are Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
An adoring crowd, fine wine. I dare say this place is almost civilized.
I'm surprised you're still here. I thought you'd be halfway to Baldur's Gate by now.
As did I. But Leah and Cal were so excited for tonight, I thought it cruel to leave. Once my training with Leroican is complete, I'll put on a real show for them.
I need to dance! No, I need to lie down.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're welcome.
There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wished to show you.
Is that the wine talking?
As they say in Waterdeep, in wine there is truth. That's usually followed by, in water there is good sense. I promise you, my offer is a perfectly sober one. So, what do you say?
I don't know if he's flirting with me or not, but sure. I like the sound of magical. What do you have planned?
A lesson. And trust me when I say few have experienced the pleasure I offer to teach. However, it's something best experienced in more intimate surrounds. Once the revelry is ended and the stillness of the night has been restored. For now, please enjoy the celebration. When it is done, I will show you all.
That's more like it. How many goblins did we kill? 10?
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Are you alright?
No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Claws will pop the balloons, you see. And the sweet cakes don't taste half as good as raw eggs with this blasted forked tongue.
Like, come on, you're exaggerating. Not that much has changed.
There are spikes in places there really shouldn't be. But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
Yeah, I wish you were there, but I respect your need for peace.
Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Probably seems a little flirty this evening. I will save Halsin for last because I'm sure that's going to progress the quest.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
Well, except for the sacred idol I didn't steal. That sounded dangerously close to a compliment.
And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
One hustle to the next.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades, yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us you have promised your body to Gale.
What?
I've no doubt he's as seductive as he is succinct.
I didn't promise my body to Gale. Perhaps we get to know each other another time.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I will take pleasure when I wish, and from whom I wish. Will looks particularly tempting tonight. One day fortune may favor you.
Okay.
Go on. The others will kill me if I keep you all to myself.
Not sure why she's standing in Lae'zel's spot.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Really? Saving lives is awful.
We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine. Pfft.
Yeah, take his bottle and try the wine.
It's a heavy, rich red. Dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
And it better not mean I want to kill something.
Not at all. I was hoping for companionship. And, well, maybe a little death. Figuratively speaking. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. Take you and Gale, for instance.
Oh my goodness.
Don't think I haven't noticed the sparks flying. He's a good egg. A little scholarly for my taste, but I'm sure you could crack his spine like a new book. Good to see the two of you getting along anyway. At least one of us is getting a little action.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Fuck yes! I'm celebrating my freedom, and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise.
Did you have parties like this in Avernus?
Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords and schemes. Plus, people just get nastier as the night wears on. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell.
Enjoy yourself tonight, Karlak.
You too, soldier. Enjoy yourself tonight. You've earned it.
So I wonder if she calls me soldier because I do have the soldier background. Or if that's just a generic term of endearment.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. I saw you with Gale. You two looked cozy. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Refugees.
Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Not so odd. We did the right thing.
That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. We should have had wine more often. More warming than the fire. We should have had wine more often. More warming than the fire.
I can announce my affection for everybody else but not her. I guess because we've already had that moment. Everybody seems to think that I'm interested in Gale. I'm not.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Option 3. Have you seen this body? It'd be a crime not to sing about it.
One raunchy ballad coming up.
That'd have to be raunchy.
Your song was coming along. Then things began spinning. Worry not. I shall return to it at first light.
How was I supposed to know it was made of fire?
Let's check in with Scratch real quick.
I like these people. They're joyful. It's contagious.
I'm hoping I didn't burn the relationship bridge with Shadowheart by accepting whatever I accepted with Gale.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Yeah, take your own advice, why don't you? Go on. Mingle a little.
Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the Goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
That's an understatement. I think that's everybody.
The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone.
There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek?
Not Gale. Why would it? Okay, so it looks like you could have approached several of your companions, and they give you an option here. It's weird it says, try to push twisting thoughts of Shadowheart from your mind and seek sleep.
Her mind is certainly an enigma. But would you wish it any other way?
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
Finally, we're catching up on our puppet master, and the hunt ends at Moonrise Towers.
What's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
What do you suggest?
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
What would you do?
The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the shadow-cursed lands.
I found the hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. The way is clear.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
You want to come to Moonrise as well. Why?
Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection.
Is that why you went with Aradin? You thought he might uncover this route to Moonrise?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close.
What about the Grove?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
What about one of the others? Wrath, perhaps?
Wrath has promise, but he has a ways to go yet. He wasn't able to stop Korga by himself. The Grove needs experience and a strong hand. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the grove in my absence.
Won't this cause resentment?
Resentment will spring up like mushrooms no matter what I do. You cannot please everyone, and you'd be a fool to try. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started. Oakfather's blessings to you.
I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
The shadow curse you spoke of, surely it can't be that bad.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
What about the secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found.
I mean, he told us this was the case, but sure. Seems like you feel responsible for the shadow curse somehow.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the shadow curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
Do you know how the shadow curse can be stopped?
Perhaps, but we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
What? I didn't even hit on this guy. How are you faring out here at the camp?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand.
Well, that's alright. I think I have most of your books with me, so... Yeah, you'll find plenty of books before long. Keep coming across them everywhere.
Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
You're still faring well at camp, I hope.
With such stimulating company? Never better.
Alright, let's see what our companions think of Halsin.
Speak.
Okay. Is it me, or have you been looking at me differently?
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
And I assume a compliment is incoming.
I don't pay compliments. I only say what is true. You've proven me wrong at every turn. You are efficient, dominant, courageous. I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect, and more still, my yearning. When I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
Yeah, I get that a lot. If you respect me so much, then why are you such a prickly grouch?
If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Bah, enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you?
Yeah, I'm flattered, but the answer is no.
Your loss, I fear. One day soon, you will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt, and you will wish you could return to this lost moment. Speak.
You said you're going to share your bunk with Will.
So I did, and he wanted only to talk. You both lack imagination. Eye to eye with bliss, and you choose banality in its stead.
What's on your mind?
He doesn't want to talk about it, I guess.
Well met.
He should say Wilmet instead. Otto wants to talk about Halsin. They'll talk about each other when you recruit him, but not
Yeah?
Halsin.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
The handle on that mace is massive. You and I, we share something special, I think. I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
How are you faring?
Always good when I'm with you.
Alright, making sure I didn't burn a bridge. I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up in your estimations?
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common.
What do you think about what happened to the Druid Grove?
I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.
You seemed intrigued when Halsin mentioned the Dark Justiciars before.
Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Do you think she'll ever relent and make you a Dark Justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
I don't understand. Why be so secret about such an ambition?
Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Oh man, some of the responses in this game are so mean. Well, that was a load of nothing. I'm not sure why you bothered telling me that. Thank you for sharing. That artifact seems to be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it?
Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life.
Curious that you just happen to have an item that can protect us. How did you come by it?
I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the Githyanki and bring it to Baldur's Gate, no matter the cost. Though it turned out the cost was very steep. I was the only one of the group to survive. I took the artifact and fled, only to be ensnared by mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know.
Keep telling yourself that. How can you go to all this trouble and not understand why?
I told you already. I surrendered my memories for the sake of the mission. Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored.
Yeah, as a paladin, I should understand conviction. Admirable conviction, but I think I'd prefer to know what I was getting myself into.
That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own.
Alright, let the matter drop. Yeah, I have my oath, so I understand. Alright, I think we're caught up. Well, nope, Astarion.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
No. I'll stay in my party for now until Gale learns Knock. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll continue exploring the Overland. We have a path forward. I mentioned, yeah, the mountain pass or going through the Underdark. But I have stuff to do down here first, so we'll do that. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.